Hey everybody, Wendy Devereaux here. Welcome to my channel. So I wanted to do a 3-piece candle holder set to go with my Starburst piece that I just uploaded. So if you would like to get inspired, then please keep watching. Okay, so for today's DIY, I'm going to do a set of 3 candle holders, and I want them to be in different heights. So I have 2 cylinder vases that are 8.5 inches high, and then this one is 7.25 inches. And I've got a bud vase, a crystal bud vase, and 2 pinwheel candle holders, and these are also different heights. And then these are the bling wraps that I used in my Starburst, but I don't think I'm going to be using the flowers because I think they're going to be too heavy for what I'm trying to achieve. And I have the diamond wrap, and I may use some of that. And then this is the round sticker sheet, and then my rhinestone sticker sheet. And I still have another sheet of this. And then I have one more totallydazzled.com brooch. I'm going to be adding that to one of my bases. And then I have some E6000, my glue gun. And these are the Flameless Candles because when I'm finished, I wouldn't want to do a real candle in here. And I'm going to bling these up before I put them inside there. And I'm probably going to bling them up with this white Spin-It brand glitter. And then my big jug of chunky silver glitter that I got from Michael's for $5. I will leave a complete list of everything that I end up using in my description box below, and I will point it out as I'm using it. So yeah, you guys, let's get started. Okay, so I went ahead and I cleaned my vases in some hot soapy water, and now I'm going to decorate them. And I've just got a soft white cloth here, and I'm hoping that'll stop my vase from rolling. Now I want a different design on each of my vases, and I'm going to start with the rhinestone silver blingy sheets that I get from Amazon. They come in a set of 2. I'm going to cut a row of 10. Now this has a really sticky backing to it. Just following the bottom of the vase. Okay, and then this is where I had to put in the extra little piece here. I'll use this as the back of my candle holder. I think I'm going to go with a row of 8 for up top. Okay, and then I'm going to start it in the same spot in the back. And it's about there. Okay, and then I need one more little piece right there. Okay, and I think I want one more band in the center and maybe a little bit wider. I have no idea how many rows that is, but it's about 2 inches wide. And I'm just watching this band up here, and that's going to guide where I need to put this piece so that it goes straight all the way around. As straight as possible, anyway. I think I'm going to put a 2-row band here. And then this one will be done. Okay, so that's what the first one looks like. And that's all I want to do with that one. Okay, so a slight change of plans. I'm going to use my Totally Dazzled brooch on this candle holder. I was going to put it on one of my bases. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I got a little pair of snips here, and I'm going to take the pin off the back. And it's really easy to do that. Just kind of snip it off. It's like so. Okay, for this vase, I want to do a Starburst. I want to place it somewhere so it hangs a bit over my vase. And I'm going to use some E6000 and a bit of hot glue. So I'm just going to add a little bit of E6000 and then a little bit of hot glue just for an instant hold so I can keep going. Okay, not only is that pretty, but I put it down there for a reason. This is going to help guide me when I put my rows of Bling Wrap on. And I think I'm going to start with a row of 2 in the center. And I don't want to come all the way up to the top. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to come kind of in the center of my brooch and tuck it in underneath there the best that I can. Push it down in there and then come up as straight as I possibly can to about there. I don't want to come up all the way to the top because I have a feeling that if I do, I'm going to have to fix something up here. So I thought if I stop short and then just kind of gradually bring them shorter and shorter, it'll be a lot easier for me. Okay, so now I want to do a row of 1 on either side of the row of 2 here, but in a different length. So I'm just going to cut out a row of 1. So far, so good. Okay, so I have a row of 4. And I think I'm going to try that. Okay, so I'm going to finish up my Starburst and then I'll bring you back. Okay, so this vase is all done now. Okay, so now I'm going to work on my 3rd vase, and I've decided that I'm just going to continue on with my rhinestone sticker sheet. Got a couple of pieces here cut already. And then to keep this as straight as possible, I'm going to watch my line here where I'm adhering my Bling Wrap, and then the top up here so that it maintains the same distance as best that I can. One thing nice about this Bling Wrap is I can lift it a couple of times and it still has lots of stick. Okay, so for the base, I want a thicker band of the bling wrap so it covers the thick part of this glass here. Okay, so now what I want to do is make this vase really different from the other two, but they will still all go together. And what I thought I would do now is do rows of bling wrap straight up my vase. But the first thing that I want to do, similar to my painting that I did, I quartered it off, like I made 4 quarter sections. So that's what I'm going to do again here. This is a row of 3, and I'm going to need 4 of those. And then that way I'm going to have 4 sections to work on so that I can put my bling, like my rows, evenly in each of those sections. I'm going to pick the back and do it first. This is where I put the pieces together, which now that I'm looking at it doesn't look all that great. I didn't do a very good job, but that's okay. It's the back of my candle holder anyway. Okay, now that's the back. And I'm going to do the exact same thing in the front. Just eyeballing through my vase here. Okay, and then I'm going to do one on this side and then on the other side. Okay, so now I have 4 sections, right? And this would be the time for me to measure before I continue on with my bling wrap. I would measure up top here, 2.5, and then down at the bottom, 2.5. And then that way I know that I have straight lines, pretty straight anyway, right? And I would do that for all 4 sections. And then that way, if one is off by too much, I can just lift it, replace it, and then I can continue with my bling wrap. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is work in sections. Whatever I do in this section, I'm going to do the exact same thing on the other 3. And what I thought I would do is a row of 2 in the center, and then a row of 1 here, and then this vase will be done. Okay, and then I'm going to find the center between these 2. I've got each section the exact same. I just put a row of 2 in between the row of 3. So I'm just going to take a row of 1. Okay, so this vase is all done now. And the reason why I brought the rhinestone wrap down is because when I go to display them and I put my candle inside, I'm not going to see the back side of the bling wrap. I don't like that look, but when I put them together with my candles inside, that's going to be hidden. And the very first one that I did, I want to camouflage the inside of this bling wrap right here because I don't want to see this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a strip the same width, and then I'm going to stick it on the inside of my vase. And then that will camouflage the underside of the bling wrap. Okay, so my vases are all decorated and now I'm going to glue the bases onto them, and I'm going to use E6000, and I'm going to use my shorter candlestick holder for the base of my shorter vase. I'm going to put a generous amount of the E6000 around the rim of this candle holder. Place it in the center. Okay, and then I'm going to add the bases to my other two. Okay, so while the E6000 is drying, I'm going to spruce up these flameless candles. But before I start that, I just wanted to point out that I didn't end up using any of this sticker sheet or my diamond wrap. I did show this when I was going through my items, but I decided not to use it. And I have these flameless candle holders, and these have a yellowing color to them, and I don't like that. And they're the wax, they're the real wax. And what I'm going to do with those is bling them up with some glitter and Mod Podge. And I've done this before. I did this actually when I first started my channel, probably about 2.5 years ago, and it worked out really well. And I had also shown the white glitter at the beginning of my video. I'm not going to be using that. My home has sage green, blush pink, and white, and then the silver as my main metal. So I'm going to be using my chunky glitter, and then I pulled out the sage green extra fine Recollections glitter. So I'm getting down to the bottom of the jugs on these 3 Mod Podge jugs, so I'm just going to use them up. Just going to pour it onto a plate here. I may have even just thrifted this, and I do know it works. I'm putting a generous amount on here, but I am keeping it even in thickness. Then I'm going to take my chunky and then my sage. And I think the color in my candle holders will really pop. See, that really spruces that up. because these are pretty expensive, and if they lose the color, then I'd rather do something like this to them than not be able to use them, right? And I'm just going to take my finger here and slide it along the bottom where some of the Mod Podge went, just to clean it up. Oh, that's going to be so pretty inside my candle holders. Okay, so I'm going to finish doing my other two candles, let everything dry, and then I'll display it for you. Okay, everybody, here's the finished look. I love these candle holders. Oh my goodness, they turned out beautiful. I just added some of those ice cube fillers on the inside of my vases to lift up my candles. See, and now with the candle on the inside, you can't see the back side of this bling wrap here. But you can up top, and that's why I wanted to put that one strip in there to cover it. This set would look beautiful on a wedding party's table, and then do the candles in the color of the wedding party's dresses. Oh my goodness, that would be so beautiful. Like if they were blue or burgundy or green, pink, yellow, whatever color. And see how well that goes with my sage green walls. Oh, it's so pretty. So yeah, you guys, if you've enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps my channel. It feeds the algorithm, and it lets me know that you like this type of a video. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, hit that little notification bell, and you will be notified when I upload all my future videos. And as always, you guys, I so appreciate you taking the time to watch, and God bless.